Alright, so Winnipeg Regionals is over. We're all just wrapping up, and I'm going to grab the decks of what we all played today. So, introduce yourself.
Joeytheflame.
Yep. What'd you play?
I played Burning Abyss, as evident by the mat here.
How'd you do?
I finished 17th. I was X1 going into round 6, and I scrubbed out at X3. Thanks.
The Winnipeg staff is very supporting of the Regina players.
Hey guys.
Hi. Oh, it's
It's a great time here.
Yep. So, yeah, it's BA. So, by all means, just go ahead and.
Okay. So it was obviously 3 Graph, 3 Seer, and 3 Scarm.
Yep.
I don't know why you'd ever play anything other than that.
Just to be different.
To be bad. I played 1 Rubik. I find that the ratio for this is always just however many Virgil you're playing.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then just one of each of the utility ones. Each doing like Farfa for removal, Libic to keep your field presence, Draghig basically for your like backjack plays, and then Barbar just to deal that last burn damage.
Okay.
Speaking of, 3 copies of Absolute King Backjack.
How often did you get this off?
Usually I resolved it like once or twice a game. The games where I never saw them though, I almost always lost.
That's fair.
Like, just being able to, like, get a trap card down that you can flip up when your opponent tries to do something is really strong.
And then I'm assuming you have Tour Guide, and then that's it?
1 copy of Tour Guide from the Underworld.
Oh.
That's it for the monsters. Spells. Playing 2 copies of Mistaken Arrest.
How did this work out?
I liked it way more than playing Mistake, simply because with Mistake up, you can't special summon your things because you have a spell and trap. Whereas this, you can just activate it and then go off.
Do you think its price right now is justified?
I don't know. I don't think it deserves to be that expensive, but it is really good.
That's fair.
Then Raigeki and Foolish Burial.
Yeah.
Just kind of standard for BA.
Jeez, why are you running so many spells?
I don't know, man. I just want to lose to Anti-Spell Fragrance.
Clearly.
So, for traps, for discards, we played 3 Karma Cut, all of them different rarity. It's the best discard trap right now. Whereas like Wind Blast sets your opponent back, this and Raigeki Break just get rid of the problem entirely, which ends up being way better. Speaking of, played 2 Raigeki Break.
Did you like this ratio?
Oh yeah, it was great. Like this card really sucked against Cly, but it just got sided out anyways for like my outs to Floodgates and stuff.
How many Clyde did you play today?
I only played 1 in round 1.
Did you smash it?
Well, let me put it this way. I won the dice roll, made double Dante, and set Firelight game 1.
Okay.
Then 3 copies of literally the best card in the deck. Just the versatility and like the combos that this card enables makes like if you're playing Backjack, there's no excuse to not play
Yeah,
this.
and you guys already should know how this combination works. We covered it in last week's episode of Last Week in Yu-Gi-Oh! So feel free to check that out where Joey here explains everything in detail.
And then there's also 2 Firelake.
2?
Yeah, just 2.
Okay. I thought the standard was 1.
It is if you're not playing Backjack, because you can also put it on the top of your deck with Draghig.
So then activate it with Blackjack.
Having 2 is just far superior, I find at least. 2 Breakthrough Skill. I don't know how I felt about this card today. It wasn't that good.
How many diamonds were dropped on you?
1.
Oh,
I only played Teller Knights once. And then like nothing else made rank 4s.
that's fair.
Because any dull player I played, I smashed. 2 Fiend Griefing. This card's really amazing, and I wanted to play 3, and then I remembered Pendulum decks, and this card's just completely dead against anything Pendulum related. So 2 just felt like the right number. And then Floodgates. It wouldn't be Yu-Gi-Oh! Without them.
You can't play.
1 Warning and 1 Torrential. Warning was amazing. Torrential, though, on the other hand, I would have liked to have as something else. I don't know what, but it didn't do as well as I thought it would today. So that's the main deck. It's pretty standard.
Yeah.
Onto the extra deck. 3 of this guy. Finally gets a reprint.
Thank God.
1 Zenmain's never made it. Never made it. Made it once. Made it once against an Abyss Dweller, which was so fun. Didn't make it. was so good in time. This and skill drain is just a win condition. Then we have 2 downer. It's a toss-up if you want to play 2 or 3. I felt like 2 was just a slightly better number. 1 Utopic Future. It was my out to basically anything that couldn't be targeted. However, I never ran up against anything like that because against Cosmos where I played, I couldn't make double Dante anyways, so. 1 Khmer Tech Fortress Dragon. It's my out to Towers, and it's also an out to Cosmo Forerunners. And then the 1 Virgil.
Yep. And just go over your side deck real quick.
On the side deck real quick? Okay. We played 1 Vanity's Fiend. I wish it was 2, but oh well. 1 Cyber Dragon Core and 1 Cyber Dragon.
Yep.
3 copies of Galaxy Cyclone. I had to return 2. 2 Iron Wall. 2 Fairy Wind. 2 Mind Crush. And 3 copies of Non-Fusion Area. This card literally just wins the shit all matchup. Like game one, you're almost always gonna lose, but side this in, and if you see it, you win.
All right. So that's the deck profile. How do you feel about this deck going forward?
I think I'm just gonna get rid of the deck at this point. Like, it didn't perform nearly as well as I thought it would, and there's bigger and better things coming out. So,
would you still say though it's like one of the best decks in the game?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's by far one of the best decks in the game.
Just not your cup of tea right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fair. I mean, you've been playing it since it came out.
Yeah, August 2014.
Yeah, I can see why you'd be a little bit tired of it.
13 months, yeah.
Yeah. So that's Burning Abyss featuring Joey Stardust. No.
Yeah, Joeytheflame.
I keep wanting to call you Red Stardust.
Okay. Sure. I will become Red Stardust.
Nah, but
okay.
So that's it for that. Stay tuned for like the rest of our stuff coming up. And till next time, everyone.